Okay. So I've placed 6 shulker boxes of Blackstone. It didn't go as far as I thought it would, but then after I was about like I don't know, like here, this kind of area, and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna need like 13, 14 shulker boxes. But then I continued to place it, and so 6 got us to about here. I'd say I'm probably another 6 when I've got like, because I also want to build up some stuff as well, but probably another 6 should be adequate. And then we can start making it so mobs don't spawn down here, and we can start removing torches, because we don't want slimes, we don't want any kind of baddies, we just want darkness. Okay, so we've finished putting the like bottom layer down. There's still a lot I want to do. I don't know, probably 8 shulker boxes in so far, 8.5 maybe. There's, like I said, there's a lot I want to do still on making this more, but this is like the bottom layer down. Definitely not vibing with the contrast of it being that black but bright. Once we take out the lights and it's dark down there, it'll look a lot better. So hold on for that, but we're getting there. We're getting there, and I'm really pleased also with this beacon, like shrine thing. It'll be clear what I'm doing with this as we get closer to done. Also, insanely expensive. This is like 6 stacks of iron. Okay, hello. I've kind of jumped the gun slightly. I'm currently in the process of flooding this cave. We have night vision active so you can see because it's super dark when the torches start getting washed away. But we are currently now beginning this process. It's going... It's progressing. I thought I had more ice than I do. Ah, shoot. Okay, let's put that there. Gotta get into this so we can make sure we've got torches. We don't want anything coming in. So yeah, it's really just a matter of placing ice kind of all around the edges of this, making sure it fills in. We've got all the little pools already filled or started or whatever. Wow, I realize I am doing a terrible job. Why? Anyway, yeah, so we're going to be doing this for a while. We're going all the way up until... so we're not going to have this layer be flooded. We're going to do these 3. It's going to take a bit, but it's a really important step of this process. Okay, we just finished our first layer of water. I need a lot more ice than what I have already. But,
What's the worst thing about...
So anyway, we've got our first layer of water in. It took way more ice than I anticipated, actually. I know I wasn't being like the most... see the night vision wore off? This is cool. This is already cool. Oh, buddy. Sick. Okay. And then just for... Oh, I need to get the ice out of my hand. That's got to go into those shulkers. So I think you're kind of getting a sense of the vibe we're going to be going for. There won't be any light down there. It'll just be dark. It's going to be sick. It's going to be sick. I just got to go figure out where I'm going to get like 2 shulkers more ice. Alright, we have finished filling the water and making it darker. This is now what it is like to be in this area. I think it looks really, really cool, actually. One thing I do think I'll do is add some more Blackstone kind of like structures so you can see that there's a bit more going on. But I do have to keep in mind that I'm going to have another walkway about this height. Maybe around here, maybe. Which will be the layer where I have access to the piston bolts. There's going to be... I want to have a piston bolt over... I think it's over here. Yes, over here around this layer, maybe. Around that, where it'll take me to my main base. And I want to have another piston bolt over a similar layer off of this area that takes me over to my village. And have room for other piston bolts, of course. So, you know, there's still lots and lots to do for this base. But the digging... and of the main chamber, and then making the bottom part cool. I'm gonna add some stuff here too, so it's definitely very, very not done, but it is in progress enough that I feel like going, hey, you know, I'm released from the urgency of this project, because you know when you start projects, if you don't kind of get far enough into them, you kind of tend to neglect them. An example is the potion brewer I was working on a little while ago while I was waiting for ice to grow in a small ice farm. But here it's like, okay, this is definitely good enough, and here it is. All right, So I've taken a minute and I've replaced all of these cobblestone things with stone brick instead, and I think it looks a lot better actually. When I put the cobblestone in, I thought it was what I was gonna like, but then it turned out I didn't. Especially once I got these rails in. I want to do something in the corners. I'm not clear on what I'm going to do just yet, but something in the corners to have the chain. It's a chain. The chain railing go like kind of all the way around all the major points. And then I've got started the layer we're gonna have our piston bolt stuff at. Here it's gonna be stone supports. We're gonna have a support here, here, and there, and then we're gonna have supports going between that and this pillar for this corner piece. And then I plan on having a kind of like a way up and down to the piston bolt terminal here. Terminal, that's the word. Oh my gosh. For a second I thought the word was terminer, but what is a terminer? Excuse me, you can tell where my brain's at. So I've got a bunch of ideas on how I want to make this place look, and I'm really excited to get plugging away at it. Oh man, I can finally start putting things in here instead of taking things out. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's all it's done so far. For the past hours, many hours, all I've done in this area is take things out and not put anything in except for this door and these clerics. Nothing else has been put in here by me ever. So again, very, very excited to get to start that chapter, finally. And excited to show off the great ideas I have.
Polished Doritos? That kind of looks like marble.
Anyway,
What?
I just started recording a clip, Emma, to update
I'm sorry.
YouTube, and as soon as I hit record, you went polished Doritos. So I'm making a piston bolt to connect the cave base and the main castle base thing. We've got the tunnel all dug. It goes the whole way over. It's just one quick straight line from here. And we've got to put in now the floor. I'm going to make 2 piston bolts. I don't really know how to make 2-way piston bolts. I don't really want to touch it. I'm fine with it the way it is. So piston bolt 1 way so far. And I've got to figure out what I'm going to do for the bottom floor. I think I'm going to do for the center line at least. I'm going to use just a straight line of glowstone. I'm pretty sure I can do that. Although I'm honestly worried that I won't, that I'm gonna run into some sort of crucial problem, because I'm not very familiar with piston bolt technologies, but we're gonna try in the center line here, starting not there because I want, this is down to the cave, just a line of glowstone, and this will be what we go over, like the pistons themselves, or the cart that I'm in will go along this, so it'll be, maximum brightness the whole way. And then I have to figure out what I'm going to do for the floor on the sides of this, of course. And then what block do I want to use for... There's like a block that goes next to each and every piston. Bibbs, do you want to run through and get rid of the torches? So that I do not have to do this every other one. Thank you. Yeah, there we go. Now we're teamworking. So right now we're just building in the floor, and then we're going to add the piston bolt machinery in after. Hopefully this will be actually a relatively quick project. I'm not sure, again, never done one before, so I'm not sure the time frame. But I'm excited to do it. It's going to be a really nice feature to have. Right, we are in the process. We're actually making really good headway on the first part of the piston bolt. Right now we're putting in the blocks that are going to get powered to power the pistons, and then from there it's just a matter of putting down the repeaters, and this one direction will work anyway, and then we have to build a mirroring one up above this to go the opposite direction, because again I did not bother learning the 2-way piston bolt, and then we'll have our first part of the network done, which I'm very excited for, actually. All right, here it is, the maiden voyage, hopefully. If I press that, oh. Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
It doesn't work. Okay, let's try that again. I don't know if that's a server issue or if that's a design flaw. Did I put the pistons and stuff on the wrong side? Let's double check. Oh, that hurts. That hits like a bus. So this is a delay. Okay, we're missing two. Okay, okay. Okay, that's okay. My heart. Alrighty. Let's just take a deep breath. Danny, get out. Oh my goodness. Get the frick out of the way. Ah! Interesting. Is that where you got stuck at too? Okay. Is that because one of these are wrong? Yes. Yeah, some of the some of them have been right clicked, but once we figure out where the problem is, we can just fix that. Oh, thank goodness. I thought for a second I was devastated. I thought this wasn't gonna work and I felt super sad, but it's just a timing thing. We're good. Okay, just to confirm, it do be working. There was just one repeater that was wrong, but it works. You ride the whole way down, no hands. It's definitely not as fast as flying, but the difference is not huge, and I don't have to do anything for this, which is the goal. The goal is to never do anything in Minecraft. Everything that's automated, you know, you want to own the things, but you don't want to play the game. Okay, so I've been working on the way I want to store minecarts for the piston bolts, and I've got a design for what I call my Pez dispenser. I'll walk you through the way it works. So imagine this is in the piston bolt and not just in a regular spot that sits there. I realize this isn't going to be exactly the same activation method, but don't worry. So the idea is when you're in the minecart, this is in a piston bolt, hypothetically, you press the button launches you, and then drops it so each one of these minecarts being stored in the system moves down one space. It'll also dispense a new one so that the one up top gets replaced. And I will now demonstrate. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this like way further. Oh, you know what? Why don't I just here? Let's just dump it into a cactus so that it's decoration. Is a cactus count as a decoration? It is. Okay, a decorative cactus. So you press the button. It sends the minecart. It moves down, and a new one's already there. Wow, that was really flawless, actually. Wow! And it looks so good. So the idea is when you come back the other way, the minecart will automatically get deposited into this dispenser so that it kind of like self-refills itself. And that way we've got a cool visual representation of our carts. So you know if, maybe you need to come back and refill it if you've been going one way consistently but not coming back for some reason. This lets us know that. And I think this is a really sick design, actually. I'm really proud of it. This is a really, really cool system. So I'm excited to I'm going to have a handful of these all throughout my world. Okay, so we've had a handful of misfires. This is fine. Don't worry. We'll get this sorted out from there. We had to make a small change to the end. This I forgot I had to do with the piston that pushes you sideways. And then I also had to adjust the timing on both of these for some reason. So it would actually push me off the final bit. I had tried to test at this point, and it would work completely fine without the timing adjustment, but coming from all the way, I did need the timing adjustment. So I'm a little unsure what caused that, but we're very close now. All we need is to make sure that when we go over this section here, it spits us out and then brings it up and puts it into that dispenser. So very close to finished our Pez dispenser. The rest of it all works perfectly fine. Very excited to actually have this in the world. Alright, this is the test. I have my hands off of my keyboard. Will it not only drop me down so that it goes off to that next track, but also spits me out on the appropriate level? Oh, yes! Oh, and look, I still have so much extra wiggle room. This is going to be the wall for another piston bolt going this way, or I guess coming from this way. And so it needs to not go over this block. And look at that. I've got room to spare. So that's pretty sick. I've just got to get that to go up there, get broken, and into storage there. Other than that, it's completely functioning, and then we just have to load it up. I'm super excited for this. Okay, we actually did it. It's already done. It works. It's a little bit very different from the other one, but it works completely fine. We just already tested it. It goes both ways. We now have a functioning piston bolt going in either direction. Same thing, it automatically kicks you out. The cart goes up. When you're ready to go, you head up the stairs, hop in the cart, press the button. This stacks them out correctly. It's definitely opulence. Like, there's what this does for me is makes it so I don't have to worry about restocking carts ever, which is something small that you can do once in a while anyway. It also stops me from having to grab a cart out of a box. You imagine, right click a box, grab it, come out, right click it onto this rail, then I can ride it. Now I'm riding the rail, and then at the other end, what I would have to do is break the rail and put it inside something, or not the rail, the cart, and then put it inside something. I also have to manually get out, and that's all stuff that I can automate. So here it is. You wrote it one way. If we take another look, we made sure that's good. Hop in the cart, head the other way. It's about 13 seconds each direction. Slightly elongated by the part where, you know, it automatically kicks you out. But I think that's perfectly adequate. It's another, like, what, 1 Mississippi, 1.5, not even 1.1 second kind of thing. And then there it is, perfectly set up all over again. Definitely nice. I think I want to change the stairs here, though, because, you know, you have to walk over the machinery. I don't really care much for that. And this is kind of ugly, having it look like this. I don't know if I'd rather have it swoop down more or not. But I definitely don't like walking up the stairs and then on one side having a hole, on the other having to run over a repeater. But this is adequate. This is a functioning machine, and that brings us back to working on this area, which I'm excited to finally get back to. Oh wait, I still have to build the tunnel. So the tunnel's still ugly. Right, I have to make the tunnel not look ugly. What a bummer.